Hey, how you guys doing? I hope it doesn't get glitchy with the stuff. So this is a game between Fabiano as white and uh, Hu Feng um, playing as black. So we'll just say white and black. Okay. Fabi played sorry, Hu Fan. Yeah, Hu Fan. Well, she played really, really good. It got down to an end game. This is the Petrov, and Fabi loves the Petrov. Hey, so I'm gonna just kind of get. This is a little bit longer of a game, so I'll stop in critical points. This is the Russian score or the Petrov. It's actually the Petrov is a little different than this one, but there's like two lines, the Petrov and then the Russian, I believe. Let me see here. This right here. Hold on, come on, don't lag on me now. Don't lag on me now. There we go. Here, here, here. This is the classic. And castle and knight comes out. And then you can play your rook here, and it's kind of beneficial for it's an equal position, let's just say. Okay, takes. Okay, castles. Queen comes up. This, I agree with the computer here, because you want to be able to, so like if she had played as black, if Fabi had played this, he could have castled, and then if something like that happens, that he takes, so she can't push. She just plays c6, knight c6, and then that locks the structure down. If something like that, you can actually just fortify your line like that. And if something like that, you can just retreat back and you can reroute in. So you just move ideas are important. So takes, and Fabi castles queenside, which was interesting for sure. He needs to, and this part, if he plays here, sometimes the best thing to do is to move your king, get it out from this pin, even though there's really nothing going on right now. You can play bishop here and then come in. And you bring your rook over, and if he pushes, you just retreat back, and still white's better. So it's a sensitive. The Russian game is really line based, so you have to know your lines for sure. C5 was played. E6, and this takes advantage of where the king's not located. So A3 was played. D5, knight G5, and so if Fabi can trade off for a pair of bishops, this actually benefits slightly white, I mean black, but I truly agree that it's more beneficial for white. The computer says the only reason it's beneficial for black guys is because of how much expansion on the queen side has already been kind of done. Fabi really hasn't expanded that much on the king side, so. And d7 was played. G4. bishop c6, and she's wanting to play there and open an attack along here. Fabi counters that with bishop to g2, rook f, I'd say rook e8. D3 was slightly an inaccurate move. Actually, it was. It was a 1.1 pawn inaccurate move. And but black also made a slightly inaccurate move. This is what was supposed to be played. H4. And now you're attacking, so it's interesting for sure. You have to have that line down though. Probably plays queen d3, and bishop to d6 was played, which I don't really like that, because the more pieces that come off the board, the less the chances of an attack for black. So I would try to have kept on as many pieces as I can. That's why I liked h6, what the computer prescribed, because it keeps the pressure. But I think she was afraid that of weakening h7 for potential maybe later on. There might be a pin along here with the bishop. And then a queen can potentially sock itself right in, or place itself right into g6. But d6 was played. Queen g3. Queen takes. And h6. Doesn't have as much teeth now. Let's see. I agree with the computer. But the only sitch is you sometimes have this, and I think, I'm not sure if white, I believe black is still has an advantage here, so I don't know if that was a wise move on, so that was an inaccurate move. So you want to start getting your majority going, because remember, it's castling on opposite sides. And Fabi's bishop light square bishop locks down the ability for the advance, because you could advance, but then you take here and you take and then takes and then takes and rook takes, and now Fabi's up a pawn. But the computer says it's equal. I don't know. I like white here now, because yes, it's an equal position, because probably how far advanced the pawns are for black, and how active the position is, but I don't know. I like this structure for white, and that he has pieces, Fabi has pieces attacking. So I might disagree with the computer on that, but I'm still learning too, so I could be wrong, so you never know. So rook b8. You have to remember something, and I know you guys know this, that if you're wanting to attack, you really don't want to trade queens. So I like this move here. This is my preferred move, and then the queen would have to come back, and potentially at this point you could play queen here, and then you actually have a potential of dropping here, but I don't know. I think it's equal at this point. I'm not sure if it's best for either side. So I think what happened was Yihu Fan wanted to kind of get any attack on her side, dismissed. But the problem with that is any of her chances of an attack when the queens went off kind of went to almost nothing, but that's just my opinion. I'm still learning as well. So you have to remember that if you want an attack to arise, you need to have your most powerful pieces still on the board. So what you would not want to do for white is to trade all this off, because white has a slight disadvantage of this structure here, and this candidate pawn eventually may become a pass pawn, this pawn right here, so you just got to be really careful with that. d2, knight d2, rook e2, rook slides over, rook. I actually like this move here that the computer played because it has a dual threat, that, and then you can retreat back here and maybe potentially get some attack going. But I don't know, something like that. It's going to end up a draw, and it's maybe slightly better for white, but I don't think enough to compensate for a win, because this is just such a solid position. So you have to take in consideration that b6, rook d e1, rook slides over, rook takes, king d1. Now this is going to come towards a draw, because the pieces are starting to come off the board. Fabi's king is starting to be more active, and so that counters the structure of who's basically pawn chain. So it's like, so f4 was played, and now Fabi's starting to get his pieces developed. King f, and I like this move here because you're provoking that, and if that gets played, rook takes, and it's going to end up a draw here with proper play, because then you cut the king out, and then the rook's going to basically slide over. You just bring your rook over here, and then after takes, knight comes in, and you're basically solidifying everything. The kings are going to start coming in, the pawns are going to be pushed. It's just going to end up a draw at that point. So still drawish, because now they're getting to the two bishop, and but it would be more drawish if who had actually a different colored bishop, because of you could get a eventually. I guess I'm trying to think here, because it's interesting for sure. G5, F takes G5, H takes G5. Ooh, this is kind of a little double-edged, in my opinion, of play. At this moment, I agree with, I know it's really different, but yeah, you have to kind of get your majority going. And I'm sure Fabi would have seen this. So after takes, knight comes in, king up, bishop back, d6, knight goes to d2, pawn takes, Yeah, this is an important move here because you want to keep that pawn, you want to keep this pawn as locked down as you can. And so there's really no way that the white side can kind of take advantage of this, because I mean black. Well, I guess he could with the knight coming there, but the white would trade, and I think potentially I would play. Oh, okay, so that's not good. Yeah, I think this is drawn. I mean, winning slightly for black. Yeah, this is you gotta be careful when you trade. Now I see that. Hey, how you doing, Fox? Um, we're doing Yin Yi Fan Hu. This game with Fabi, because I wanted to finish up this marathon before we go on to the U.S. Open. Because we'll pick up those games because there's gonna be a lot of. Oh, you have one? Okay. We'll put in the game and we'll look at it. Because this one is it has 98 moves, so we'll do that. We'll look at yours and then we'll go back to the Fabi versus Yin Fan Hu. Okay, let's see about this. Oh, this one looks pretty quick. Oops. Oh, no. There we go. My back up there. Okay. Oops, gotta turn off the engine. Boom. So you must be... Yeah. So you must be black then. Or, no, you must be white. Ooh. Wow, this is an interesting opening for sure. Huh. Wow. Yeah. Let's just take a look to see. So you're doing Alfred. You played Alfred? Oh, he's gonna win a... I'm surprised. Well, I guess I'm not surprised with that move. Oh, knight h4. Kind of like that move there. Huh. Yeah, I like this move here. This is a really strong one. I believe that's potentially actually winning here. Because if he plays there, yeah, mate. You're going to win, maybe, you're probably going to win a rook here. So you'd probably have to... Huh. I don't know. I think this is totally winning for you. Let me see. Did we find it? Yeah, we found the correct move. Okay. Oh, you're thinking... Yeah, it's a tactic. It's actually devastating. I don't think what is it? Okay, it wants up here, but then you take this pawn, and I believe you're okay. Wow, nice. Yeah, you'd want to at this point retreat back and then take advantage. Yeah, that's an interesting line for sure. Oops, I got to turn off the engine. There we go. G3. I don't know. I think I might have gone for perpetual here. I'm not sure if we have enough compensation for yeah, I'll look at your line. I was just thinking about if perpetual would have been what you think. Okay. Will do. I'll do my best to help out, because you know what, it's always I'm trying to help you guys improve as you know what, that's the whole thing. Let me see here. Try to see if that might try to see if we can't use this pin, because I believe that he has to play there. And then potentially at this point, yeah. Oh, you want to look at the line back here. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so let's see. Okay, dokie. Let's see. Where did we leave off there? Just hold on. Let me, okay. Oh, I gotcha. I see what you're saying. Okay, I see ya. Yeah, okay. So rook takes G. H takes G. Alright, takes H. Rook takes H. Oh, you want, oh, okay, you want, okay, gotcha. I don't think I did that. What line do you want to play here? Because I think, let me see. What's the, because I know it's queen e2 isn't right, but what move do you want? Still this, okay, still the same line. Let me see. What move is this one on? Is this on move 13? Which move am I, what move did we want to do it on? Black played, okay, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, rook takes G, I gotcha. H takes G. Knight takes. And rook takes. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Castle along. Okay. He's probably gonna take here. Well, then you got that. So hmm. Yeah, I agree you're ahead of development, but I just don't know if you have any targets though. Yeah. I'm just not sure if you have targets. Yeah. Hmm. Uh, da, da. Well, maybe if we played. Okay. I see what the. Okay, gotcha. Okay, the knight. Yeah, it. Wow, you're. That's impressive. I can't believe it. It says that white's up. Whoa. Yikes. Boy, was I wrong. I was thinking black is doing good. What if G6? You okay? You like F3? I believe more. Hey, how you doing? I believe more of the knight move is more practical in this scenario. Yeah, we'll do some puzzles. Yeah, I see what you're saying here. I'm kind of liking, I know this sounds odd, but I'm liking this move actually. I'm liking here. This is the move I'm really preferring. Because if takes and takes, if he pushes here, I really like that. Yeah, I really like this move here. This is really strong for white. I really don't see any compensation. Yeah, I don't see any. I believe that black is lost. I know this sounds weird. That's funny. But I gotta say that huh. Okay, I just feel that white just has so much. Like, you can even play there. I'm not sure if that's the best, but I know you kind of, huh. Maybe that isn't the best now that I think about it. Maybe we have to start off first with bishop. No, I was trying to see if there any way, because bishop e6, if we can get that in, crunches the all of black's power. There's nothing left for black because he can't castle the. Well, he'd have to castle this way, anyways. So, let's see. So it says G6, queen up there. Oh, that's why. That makes practical sense. That makes practical sense. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that makes sense. Now this is a killer move. Now that we think about it, yeah, that's just crushing. This is just yeah, you just want a piece. This is just devastation galore here. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty sad of a position. No, we don't. Right, this reminds me a lot of a Karpov play idea. More of a positional crunch. Because if black doesn't move, let's say makes a mistake, that's devastating. So if there's like time pressure, he doesn't move his king, he's in a pickle. Oh man. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, but I can't believe that this black is so much in trouble here. Is in so trouble. Big time trouble. We can even trade here and still be up because of this pawn right here. These bishops are just devastating. Just devastation. Yeah, that's it's over at that point. So we'll get back to our position. Let's see, right here. But that was a good line, Fox. It's same with you, Chris, as well. This push really is an effective move. G6 push for white. It's really effective. So E8 bishop. So this right here, like what Chris said, is actually the final bind on the position. Because if he tries this, you can actually drop a knight in there. And then if he moves here, yeah, it is a mating threat. I see what you're saying. But it allows that, and that's a bind on your bishop, so this also has a mating threat idea behind it as well, because if you can somehow get here, like now you do have a problem. He has to sack his material back, and I believe we can get a rook down there, but I'm not sure. Yeah. H5 does the trick too. Yeah, then he's toast. There's no way that he can handle, your opponent can handle that type of pressure. It's done. Now let's see here. I think potentially that would have been probably best. Actually, that's mate, so yeah, ouch. What to do, what to do. What to do, what to do. So you're thinking knight, 1 second. Excuse me. I didn't want to cough into the mic. Okay, let's see, 5. So I think your idea of actually taking was correct here. Yeah. I think that was winning. And thank you for the game, Fox. We'll head back to Hu Feng's really quick, and we'll go through. Well, yeah, let's just go through it real quick. It was one move earlier. Okay. Yeah, we better. I see what you're saying. I got what you're saying. Yeah, that would have ended up interesting. We're gonna just go through this because we'll just go through it. I'll go through it slowly, and we'll just take a look at how end games are played out. So this is a really good end game. Yeah. So I wanted to actually do an end game course with you guys. So this was fun here. And 1 second, let me get a drink of water. And water, I'm sorry. That's soda and water. Okay, now my throat's all refreshed, so let's get on to this. Okay. He takes, knight takes. And yeah. Yeah, Mountain Dew, you gotta love it. Diet Mountain Dew. Let me see here. And this was an intense game. I watched it. It was the Grenny thing, and I was like, I was afraid Fabi was gonna lose here, but he had a bishop, a really active bishop. So yeah, I was concerned when he played this move here, because that's actually winning. I don't really think there's really any way of. I think that would be the next move sequence, but so and when the pawns started getting traded off, I knew that. See, this looks interesting. It looks like, oh, I can take. No, you can't. If you do that, it's actually game over for white. So you kind of have to keep the you got to keep the pressure on. You can't take. So yeah, it's got to be. You have to keep this pawn right here is imperative to keep on the board. That pawn goes back, and it was a perfection of an endgame by Fabi. He played really good. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. And it was kind of interesting. It was like a 1.4 pawn advantage, and they just kept moving there. They just kept. Fabi was trying to get a to move 50, the 50 move rule without any progress, so that it would end up being a draw. That was actually the inaccurate move that put it into a draw. And they agreed to a draw at this point. So now we will start into our puzzles, and we'll do some puzzles. Yeah. It was that I gotta say today was a really interesting day on the U.S. The U.S. Championship. Yeah, a lot of games were kind of lost. One was lost by time. I mean, she didn't run out of time, but one of the games on the women's side, she got down, and what happened was she was having to make moves on the increment, and you don't want to do that. You guys, what I'm trying to say is, in general, keep an eye on your time. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that at the very end. I promised that we would do some puzzles. I promise we'll do. Let me see. I'll pull this up so that I don't forget. I'll pull it up. But we'll do some a couple puzzles because it's just we'll do like one or two puzzles. Then we'll go into the game. Yeah, I promise we'll do the game. I do promise. But yeah. I wanna make sure you guys all get some tactical puzzles. Tactics are big as well, so we wanna do a good mix of tactics and games, and that'll make you a really good player. Excuse me. Let me see here. And you guys are improving. I gotta say, you guys are seeing a lot of lines, deep lines, so that's cool. And I can't wait to see tomorrow. And I gotta say, which game was really a tense one was a Wonder versus Caruana. That, excuse me, that one was really an interesting game. Let's see here. Trying to see if potentially it takes here, there, and then knight drops in there might not be a too bad of an idea. And then potentially you have there, because you really can't trade. Then you have a knight jumps in, and with that he has to move back. I'm not sure. And then you have queen here. That is an interesting idea with a threat of a discovery. And you also have a mating threat there. Well, no, you don't have a mating threat because his pawn has already taken. So, huh. Yeah, the problem with this right at this moment is there. So, huh. Huh. Yeah, I was thinking about if we played here, he takes there. You have rook to d5, and then you're threatening a check when the bishop intercepts, and you got mate. So I'm liking that move more and more. Queen f3. So, but there's only one sitch, I see. Well, I guess we do have rook takes bishop at that point, don't we? Huh. No, then pawn takes. No, then we lost. Well, we do have rook here at that point, don't we? And then the king would have to go there. And then we have a pawn push. And you'd have to come here, and then we got, yeah, this does look very interesting. I believe this is, I agree with you guys on that. This is a very rook takes is huge, and we're actually I think potentially up in exchange at this point. Yeah, we have to have rook there because that covers that. After takes here and he takes there, we could actually play king b8. We're threatening check mate with a potential here. So yeah, that's an imperative move. Okay, so he did go for that line. Huh. And then first you have to play. Well, let me see. Hold on, I gotta make sure. Gotta make sure I have this correct. Now the queen check is an inferior move because then he gets a an attack here. I don't think that's right either. Well, if he does that, then we actually can win a piece. So he'd have to play here, there. Okay. Well, then we do have a check here. Let's see here, there, here. We got check there. He's gonna have to intercept here. Then we play rook check. We pull the king away, and then we win the queen. Yeah, I believe this rook check is actually an important one. This is a this rook check actually makes the whole sequence work. Because even if, well, no, I think I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I don't think we could. Well, no, I'm right. Okay. For some reason, I thought he can get an in-between check, but he can't because we're checking at that point. So this is a forced move here. Okay, after this, now that's the move that starts the chain of pain. Yeah, this is the this is the force line, and then you check here, and then you have to play check there, and then you take and you win. Yeah, that's a pretty fun line. Good find, guys. That's a truly interesting find there. Let's take a look, see what we got here. I think it's a simple knight to e7 if I'm not mistaken, because there's no way he can keep in contact with his knight. What would have to happen is it's actually a pin as well, so he'd have to move here, then we actually take. I don't really see anything different than oh, rook g1. Hold on, Will. Okay, sorry. We'll take a look at that line. Hold on. Let me go back. Let's go back here, and then we'll take a look at your guys' lines here. Okay. Only defense is queen f1 g1. Okay. That is forced. Can you use two different colors for white and black, please? Oh, okay. Two different colors. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Shift. Let's see. Alternate. Ah, there we go. I'll do shift and alternate. I'll have to remember that. Alter. That's what I'll do for my shift and alter. Plus. Okay, there we go. And it equals blue. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, different colored. Okay, gotcha. Okay, shift and alter. We'll do that next time we do a puzzle, but okay, I think we have everything, right? What happens if rook g1? Rook g1. Oh, I gotcha. I see what you're saying. I gotcha. Okay, I see what you're saying, Fox. Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Well, at this point, okay, shift and alter. White. Sorry, I'll do black. Black for green and blue for white. That is potentially a problem because then we have, oops, my bad. I'll do green. Oh, whoa. Yeah. I'm still learning how to do these colors, so you gotta bear with me. Yeah, knight e5, and then if bishop takes here, yeah, you have me. Yeah, you have a threat because you have something called of course, Boom, there's your mate. So that was the mate idea. And let me see here. Alternate shift. Actually, we'll do. Okay, I promised blue for white. That's right. Oops. That's the idea for white, because it attacks the queen, and when the queen moves here, oops, we gotta do alternate shift. It'll take there. Well, if that happens, if this happens here, then this actually takes there too, so the queen can't come here. So this actually is the winning line. And then you play your knight here, and that solidifies everything, so there's no real positional problems anymore. So back here, when you played here, it covers that and that. So there's really, and he's trying to threaten a mate, which we have an in-between move, and here loses, I believe, to mate 3. There's mate, and if you wanted to do mate 3, you'd have to play here. There. So there's your mate 3. Do you have any questions on that? And we'll do one more, and then we'll do your game that I promised we'd do. Actually, one sec. I'll be right back. You guys take a look at this, and then we'll do this one, and then I'll do your game, Fox. Okay, I'm back. Okie dokie. Let's see here. So we're under heavy attack here. So, oh boy, this is not fun for sure. Let's see if we play there. Shift and alter. The rook's gonna play here. We'll take here. The rook will take here. Oops, drat. So here, there, here, and there. And this rook here would take our rook there. We'd be up a knight, but oh yeah, you're right. Right. I'm silly. If he plays there, we win that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. That's can't. That's the one of this. That's why you gotta make sure you check your lines. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's see here. Just want to make sure that I'm not. Are we missing some? Are we messing with takes? I don't think we're messing with takes. I think. Let me see here. Come on! Don't stall on me now. Don't stall on me now. Come on. Uh-oh. What the heck is going on? My pointer mouse isn't wanting to come on. This is not good. Hold on, give me a sec, guys. There we go. Come on. Okay, good. Hold on. We will get this. There we go. Let's see if this works now. There we go. Sometimes I don't know why, but it needs to get pushed in a little more, the battery for the mouse. So here, yeah, let me see here. King takes, yeah. King takes a6. Takes a7. Yeah, I believe you're right. That actually is best. Let's see, is there any mating threats though? I really don't see anything. I believe that's right. Yeah, because that's going to end up, once he moves here, I guess we would take, wouldn't we? Then he would take there. Well, then we could play here and attack his knight, huh? Oh, I gotcha. Oh, I gotcha. Let's see, if we take here, he comes up and takes. Snap. He's gonna win 2 pawns. Well, if we take here, he checks. We come up here. He has to push. Okay. Yeah. And then if he comes up here, it takes. We actually come there. We come here. And then he takes here. And we play rook takes. Ours king takes better. I like rook takes because if he ever tries, okay, he really can't do anything. Now he plays knight takes, so we'd have to, okay, smack, yeah, okay. We'll go over it. I promise we'd go over your game, Fox, and so we'll go over the game real quick, guys. Let's see, yeah, not a problem. It's a pretty reasonable amount of moves, so. Okay, let's see who won. Oh, you're black. Okay. Give me a sec. You want to learn where you went wrong. You like the Caracal? You like the advanced? It is the you actually have the Caracal. I think this is the Caracal exchange variation. And yeah, so there's a couple lines. This is more of a Caracal hyper modern variation that Fox is playing. Let's see here. Okay, there. Let's see. Me neither, but I guess I'm trying to. A hyper modern is more of a you let your opponent control the center, and you attack on the wing. So it's you wait for the right moment to break. So, but the only sitch is it allows your opponent to get a bind in the center, and if your opponent can hold the center, then there's a big problem. So I guess that sounds like, oh really? Okay, yeah. So let me see here. I've seen. Okay, what's the computer? Okay, he plays d3. Okay, I've seen this played. I see this. I've seen this type of position actually played like this. It's kind of really. It's not good for the bishop, and I guess potentially he could play here. You play your knight, and then you have something like that. And if he castles, you castle, and if he tries rook here, you can actually either pop in there, pop in here, but and then what you would probably want to do is I guess you'd have to reroute at that point. Very interesting for sure. you have to be very careful with d6. I was also considering that too, but yeah. You could at this point, I know it sounds kind of odd, you could actually play you could actually play c5. Then if he plays there, and then now you have a spot for your knight. So it's very, you got to be very careful. Yeah, perfect. That's actually I like that. I like this formation here. Let's see here. I like this. I like how you're wanting him to trade here, so at the right moment you can take. And yeah, that's actually beautiful. I like the bishop move as well. Takes. I don't know if trading is I guess you have to trade it. Ah, snap, you can't castle. I've seen this actually has been played at one point here. And then he'd play something like that, and then you could play here. If he retreats back. And so something kind of like this crazy of a move. And potentially the queen would try to take scope on that. So I don't know. Is it worth sacrificing a pawn? I really can't. You'd lose the rook. Okay. Wow. Very intense. I don't know. I might have castled queen-sided here. But I kind of see he's kind of got oh wow, he really can't. D5. No. Not it. See, it's only a weakness if you don't have a plan based around it, because then you're playing pointlessly, and that ends up usually in mate. Let's see here. That's an interesting move. I don't know. I think I probably would have at this point just castle queen sided. That's just me, and then he can't take there, so we gotta erase that. And I'm not really sure what he's gonna play here. I think it's equal at this point. Yeah, it's nothing again. I'm just trying to, uh, you have to stick. What you do, guys, is it's the hardest thing to do sometimes is to stick on chess. And chess is a very intensive study period of time, and so you kind of gotta stay focused. That's what my teacher taught me. That there's times for questions as well, and he would open up when it was time, but he would show me and when it was time to study down hard. we would study and I would listen. And so that's kind of the hardest. I wanted to ask questions, but I knew at that time that it was study time and questions were after that. And I learned so much by that. It's a discipline you kind of have to acquire. And it'll make you a much stronger player. And he's right. Okay, rook takes, castle queen. Hey, nice. Now this is not bad, not bad. Okay. Let's see here. I'd probably try to run. I don't know. This is a problem right here. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes the hardest thing is when you're in between thoughts and you're intense. You have to go with it. Otherwise, if there's a gap, it makes that issue at hand a problem. I'm trying to see here. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, you can't. Let's see. Let's see there. Okay. Oh, queen takes rook. That is an interesting idea. I was really actually thinking something similar to. No, we can't do that. Snap. Nope, can't do that either. Drat. Huh. Well, maybe we could play that. That might be playable. No, that's bad too. Snikes. Well, I guess we could play here, and then if he takes there, you can't. You can't really take at that point. Oh yeah, so this does actually fulfill some problems. So he'd probably play. Oh, he can't play there either. Wow, I didn't know how powerful knight to. Let's see. Is that what? Oh, that helps white out. Snikes. Yeah, I was wrong there. Okay. So you were right on castle and queenside. Good job there. Nice pin. Ouch. Huh, this is a tough one here. Maybe something like that. I know that's very counterintuitive because they're. You break the pin, and I believe you're winning. Yeah. I was just trying to see if there any way you could break the pin. Oh. Let's see. Thank you. That's right. If only we could somehow guard that spot. We then. Oh, wait a second. Let's see here. Wow, you did good there. Oh, ouch. That hurts. Yeah, that's when that lands on a player. It's like, whoa, youch. Yeah, that was a. Let's see, is there any good move for him? Yeah, I probably should have played something like. I don't know. This is a tough problem here. Maybe something like that if he wanted to do a pin. I have no idea. This is maybe something like that. But I don't really like I guess you could play there. Yeah. So we'll do one more puzzle, and then I got a log. That was a good game, guys. Okay, let's go on to our next one. Good game, Fox. I gotta tell you that was really well played. So that was a tough one to follow. You know, because it had a lot of tactics. It was great. Let's see here. let's see, here, 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 there, there, and a queen. So if he plays there, you have that. He takes there, he takes there, takes there, he takes there, in between move, takes, and then takes. So this has to be the move. What do you guys think? The D takes E5. And then if he plays bishop takes, you take here, and then if he takes there, you take there, and then if he takes here, you take there, in between move, and then he can actually we can actually take back at that point with our rook. What do you think here? Yeah. Oh. Snap. What are we missing here? Wow. Snap. Oh, A5. Huh. Well, we'll pick up here tomorrow on the next one, which will be this one here. This one. So, guys, I appreciate that y'all came on and helped We, you know what? We went over a lot of good games. Thank you, Fox, for the games. And you know what? One thing we have to do is continue to keep getting better in chess, which is study. And tomorrow, I can't wait. We get to again watch the U.S. Chess Championship. That's cool. So, for who's going to be the champion, Wesley won. So, congrats to Wesley. And so, it's going to be interesting to see. Maybe Wesley will go 11 like Bobby Fischer did and get the Bobby Fischer prize. That'd be cool. Well, as always, guys, remember there's always a plan in the position. Just gotta find it. Like B. Let me see. What was that? Hold on. Let me go back. Oops. Hold on. Let me go back. I want to see which one that was. Okay, B4. That's right. Okay. Um, with there's always a plan with like B4. We just gotta find it. That was a tough one, but I'm not. You know what? We did good. We learned from it, and that's how you get better. So you just keep learning. Mistakes are only mistakes if you don't learn from them. Remember, there's always a plan. When we get to see it, we get to say this. I love it when a plan comes together. Well, guys, keep studying, and as Wesley So says, serve the Lord Jesus. As I say, God bless, and I will see you next time on Chess Cruncher TV. You know what? Keep up the good work, okay? And remember, I'm going to be back, and we'll keep studying to get better, okay? So don't lose heart. Just keep pushing forward. And so, guys, I'll leave you with that. Be blessed. If it's morning, afternoon, or evening, have a great day. Okay, guys. Bye bye. I'll see you tomorrow.